Okay. Hi, welcome. Hope tonight finds everyone well. Time Hope the time change is treating you better than it's treating me. I screwed up my schedule. So we're getting our first streamer eats while reacting to something stream. Because I'm not waiting 4 hours for dinner. Ah. I do benefit from the extra hour. Unfortunately, a couple things happened. First of all, my body apparently decided, oh, are you not streaming tonight? Okay, shutting down the adrenaline and energy levels and encouraging you to take a nap 3 hours ago. I didn't take a nap, but very drowsy for a bit there. Ended up distracted and in a poor schedule. So, yeah. Now tonight's reaction is a video that should have been for Friday anyways, but for some reason I didn't get alerted that Brandon had uploaded a video. So that's why we didn't react on Friday. Because I didn't know that we were to react on Friday. So I will be eating my hot dogs and 4-day-old Five Guys fries, which I've had for dinner every night since so far, off of a single large fry. And we will react to Brandon Herrera while I eat. There is, because this isn't a gun meme review, I don't think he's going to address something that I think is important to be addressed because we've discussed it at length in this channel, which is the death of the airman at F.E. Warren by a SIG P320. Now, before anyone thinks I'm turning to defend the P320, I'm not. The P320 has verifiably been proven to have major issues with going off when it shouldn't. However, and I will just discuss what I've seen confirmed, not the theories, that is not what happened. Apparently 4 airmen were doing something, goofing off is the presumed answer, and one of them drew the gun and pointed it at another one, pulled the trigger, and fired. They are claiming that either the trigger pull was an accident or they thought that the gun was not loaded, one or the other. But that is what happened. That airman then convinced the 2 surviving airmen to go along with the story that instead what happened was he had holstered the gun, slammed it on the table, and it fired. Since we have verifiable proof that that happens with P320s. But that is not what happened this time. And that is the stuff that I have seen confirmed. I will not be addressing the various rumors about possible motivations or anything. But I think it's important, since we've addressed that multiple times now, to just update people on what seems to be the reality of what happened. That is a major violation of the rules of firearm safety. Doesn't matter if you think it's loaded or not. The gun never gets aimed at another person unless you're already ready to fire. You do not pull the trigger unless you are intending to fire. As far as firearm safety is concerned, there is no jokingly pointing the gun at anyone. Ever. Which is where some of people are addressing the rumors, but again, I will not get into the details there. So, just addressing that one thing, no other news or anything. We're just going to move immediately onto the reaction. Like I said, we've discussed that at length, and I felt it important to give the news update because of that. So, with that said, we are watching Brandon Herrera play with a Bullpup 50 caliber, the GM6 Lynx. 50 BMG does not belong in close quarters battle, which is what CQB stands for. There is absolutely no reason why you should be doing that, but clearly someone thought that you should. So, I know nothing about this rifle otherwise. I don't think I've heard of different Lynxes, but I don't think I've heard of this one. So that is all I have to address with that. Now, I'm going to pull my dinner over, and we get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the GM6 Lynx, a bullpup semi-automatic 50 cal that is the coolest sniper rifle to any child who's never shot it. Today, prepare to be underwhelmed.
Hold on, what's going on with my volume? Because my volume is also quite quiet. Okay, I think that fixed it.
Gun. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the GM6 Lynx, a bullpup semi-automatic 50 cal that is the coolest sniper rifle to any child who's never shot it. Today, prepare to be underwhelmed. I don't like this gun.
It's really telling when he doesn't like them. The ones that he doesn't like are absolutely atrocious. Like, he likes some bad guns, you know, that are... How?
This is the first time I've tried to load this gun. The magazine is sitting too low.
50 BMG needs an absolutely monstrous spring in order to just be able to handle the recoil. If that spring is not strong enough to load it off of a simple load, this is going to be horrific. This isn't going to be bad. This is going to be horrific. That absolutely atrocious shotgun rifle pump action combo loaded the first round at least. It threatened to break itself every time you used it, but it did load the first round.
And the rounds are not pointing up enough to do this. There we go. It just needed a little milk. This gun might kill me. I'm like really, really unsettled. I mean, I checked, the magazine was all the way in. That was totally on the gun. I'm genuinely afraid to shoot this fucking gun. Dear God. Firing. 3. I really don't want to shoot this. I'm dead fucking serious. God, that's scary.
You're already committed. Do
I
it.
just can't stop thinking of Scott. I already can't stop thinking of Scott. Scott's a good looking dude. Firing. 3, 2, 1. Oh, dear Lord. Malfunction. First round. Cratered right below the barrel extension.
Told you. I will admit, I like the barrel
right
recoil.
out the gate, the magazine appears to be sitting too low. Like I mentioned while we were loading it. Oh, that is jammed tight. Holy shit. Okay, so I can't even drop the magazine to clear this malfunction. Oh, God. It's jammed right under the barrel extension, which is like where the feed lips would be, right there to like feed it in. It went way too.
True. You would expect that kind of movement on like a machine gun. Everyone looks over at the show shop. Everyone looks over at the show shop for multiple reasons. I just realized. Not on a sniper. That you get barrel movement on some sniper models. That is a lot of barrel movement for a sniper.
Low, and we have
You are
effectively
correct.
killed this gun in 1 round.
Now would be a good time to mention that the manual says to keep a screwdriver with it to pry stuck rounds out.
Seriously?
It does, yeah, we have the manual.
The manual says to keep a screwdriver on hand when it fails like this.
Yes.
Dope. Okay, cool. This is a
That is
production
wild.
gun. Yeah, if you can just smack it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, she's moving. Perfect. It smacks right back under.
This is a 50 BMG sniper rifle. It is supposed to be used in combat. You do not want anything to use in combat that specifically says keep tools on hand for failures. This is why you can take an AR-15 apart with no tools whatsoever. And this is also why all the AR-15 parts are retained, but that's another story. This is why most modern combat weapons are designed to be taken apart either with absolutely nothing, or, I kid you not, with a bullet. There are multiple rifles that you could take apart with just a bullet. The idea of, oh no, yeah, you need tools in the field is, I cannot stress enough how horrifically bad that is for a combat weapon design.
Feed ramp? Fuck yeah.
I chiseled it.
At least now we can get the magazine out. Okay, let's try that again. Tell you what, let's benefit of the doubt, let's try a different magazine.
Did it just get stuck?
Oh yeah, it did.
Correct.
There you go.
This is brand new, right?
Yeah, this is brand new.
Hold
Okay,
on.
let's try that again. Tell you what, let's benefit of the doubt, let's try a different magazine.
Watch right here. I think it moves. Like this supposedly solid piece, I think moves.
Did it just get stuck?
Oh yeah, it did.
Correct.
There you go.
This is brand
No, it
new,
didn't.
right?
I thought
Yeah,
it
this is
did.
brand new. It's never been fired.
Never even tried to do it.
All right, loaded that time. Take 2, firing. 3, 2, 1. Ah, fuck. Ah. That is one of the most violently recoiling 50s I've ever fucking shot. So I shot Matt.
Yeah, a lot of 50 cals, except for the machine gun, ironically. Well, not ironically, the machine gun is designed by Browning. Do tend to sound a little questionable. Like, the AK-50 will always probably have that, like, sliding sound when it fires. I know they're dialing it in, but I don't think the sliding sound's ever going away. But that sounds bad. That sounds particularly bad for a 50 cal.
Characters, like a year or two ago, you know, obviously pour one out for the homie. He's not dead, he's doing very well. I don't know why I made it sound like he just died or something, but I shot Matt Characters and I remember fucking hating it and never wanting to shoot one again. That was exactly as bad as I remember.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the cycling action looks good, but what it does to him is like, nope. I think 50 cals are cool. I don't know that I'd be willing to shoot that.
Had a little booger coming out toward the end. Don't put that in there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you asked for it, and here it is.
Why would you do that? Well, he's probably going to address it, but there are some things with high calibers that you just kind of have to do long recoil. because the other recoil mechanisms either can't take it in certain forms, or they don't have room, like this is a bullpup. I can see why you would make it long recoil in order to handle the form factor. I don't know why you would use this form factor for a sniper rifle, though, so I'm not going to defend that. Also, I feel like you should make the long recoil better. They'll probably address some of the more technical details.
Regretfully. The GM6 Lynx, a semi-automatic 50 BMG bullpup sniper rifle, or well, anti-material rifle, also originally known as the Gepard, which means leopard in poverty. Also, speaking of poverty, I'm now closer to it than before because this rifle cost me 14 fucking grand. What do you get for that money? Well, we'll show you. And yes,
Didn't he mention buying something for 14 grand a couple videos ago? I think this was it. No long recoil actions are known for violent kickback. This is true, but you can still do better than that, even in 50 cal. I am confident. I am confident that you can do better than what this thing is doing, even with long recoil.
I do sound kind of sick because one of you fuckers gave me something in Chicago, and it wasn't the herpes. I already had that. The Gepard family of rifles began production in 1991 in Hungary, or as non-s would call it, Hungary. For real though, this is a Hungarian-made rifle that was originally built in 12.7 by 108. Think of it as like the Comblock 50 BMG. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've got some somewhere. Somewhere.
Didn't he fight a Dishka? A fiery Dishka years
American
ago?
50 cal, or half an inch projectile, is also 12.7, but instead of 12.7 by 108, it is 12.7 by 99. Now, with that being a little bit bigger, you'd assume that it would also carry more power. Much like my exes, you would be greatly disappointed.
Inferior Soviet powder.
12.7 by 108 has been used by a litany of rifles over the years, one of them being the Russian equivalent of the M2, which is the Dishka. Yes, I have one. No, it still doesn't work. Stop asking. We're working on it. But since it's pretty damn close in size, they were able to make, I think they even make conversion barrels for it.
I have to hear that again because it's so funny. I find it so funny, at least.
Like my exes, you would be greatly disappointed. 12.7 by 108 has been used by a litany of rifles over the years, one of them being the Russian equivalent of the M2, which is the Dishka. Yes, I have one. No, it still doesn't work. Stop asking. We're working on it. But since it's pretty damn close in size, they were able to make, I think they even make conversion barrels for it, like conversion kits to swap this between 12.7 by 108 and the good old NATO 50 BMG. The most notable thing about the Lynx that will become glaringly obvious when you shoot it is that it is long recoil. Now we're gonna talk about exactly what that means. See, where like AKs and AR-15s have a gas system, which, funnels gas from the barrel and then works the action of the weapon so that it can function in semi or fully automatic. Recoil operations work by using the barrel itself and pushing the action open or unlocking the action using the rearward motion of the barrel under recoil. If you wouldn't mind stepping into my office, please, we have the Barrett M82A1, where you can see here that the action is unlocked when the barrel reciprocates. So that's about as far as it goes, which is just enough to unlock the bolt, which then runs the action, and you are able to go full semi-automatic. Now the Gepard chooses to do something very similar, except instead of short recoil like the Barrett, it has decided to go long recoil, which means it's not just moving backward enough to unlock the bolt. It goes long. Allow me to demonstrate. Yeah, it goes the length of the entire fucking action. Now, to the uninitiated, people see artillery pieces and the Barrett and such, and they think that a recoil operation like that would dampen the recoil significantly. In between that and a big-ass muzzle brake, you would certainly think so. This is probably one of the most violent semi-auto rifles I've ever shot in my life. 80 break. Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit of overkill to do the echelon penetration test with the 50 cal, but you know what? We're gonna give you a little bit of contrast. Got our suppressed VZ61 Scorpion here. Original Yugo can, by the way.
He
We're gonna
just
show you
wanted
the
to show that
awe-inspiring
off.
power of
I approve.
32 ACP. And patented scorpion execution pose. If you get that reference, you're fucked up. All right, so we got our echelon bricked up over there. Just trying to make sure we're not sailing a 50 cal round or bouncing one where it's not supposed to go. God, this is so overkill. Didn't even zero this sight, so let's see what happens. Once again,
Please
shooting
miss.
the links.
Please miss.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
I think that did it.
I am only awing because I thought it would be funny if he missed. That was still a pretty cool shot.
Well, that appears to have worked. I'm not sure where the rest of the can is. Oh, there's a little
Somewhere
piece
in
of it over
orbit,
here.
probably.
Oh, yeah. We've returned this to its original state of flat aluminum.
And real quick, guys, we do have the new unsub echelon flavors out now. Cherry Lime Landmine and Atomic Cola. This one's mine. You can check those out now using the links in the description and pinned comment. We're very proud of them. I'm excited to hear what you guys think.
Now, manual of arms on it, we've already showed you the G-spot.
I just thought of something. You guys know how Gamer Sups and I forget the name of the other one do partner flavors? You think I could get an echelon partner flavor? We gotta think of names to try to beg the gang to be like, please put my face on a can. That'd be really cool. It's never gonna happen, but that would be so cool.
Up there. But let's say you're in an unfortunate position where you have to operate one of these. Let's show you how to do it. So this is your dust cover here. Basically just blocks the all the action, which if you like look in here, it's very empty back here. It's I don't know, the word cavernous just sounds dirty, but anyhow, the dust cover automatically pops open when you charge the gun. Charging handle here, you can pull it back either directly back, which will bring the barrel with it until it cams upward and releases, or you can just directly pull up and just cam it and charge the gun that way. As far as the magazine goes, go ahead and flip this around. We have our magazine release here on the left side. I didn't gesture in remotely the right place because I couldn't see it. Fun fact. Anyhow, our magazine release is down here at the bottom. Press this button here, and then the magazine slides down. Instead of the standard rock and lock type of magazine design, this one operates kind of like a Thompson almost. There's like a little track that this is on here in the front of the mag well that one puts that in and slides it up. Also, speaking of magazine, this thing only has a 5-round capacity instead of the typical 10. You know, like every other semi-auto 50 out there holds 10. This one holds 5 because I guess the Pausa also holds 5. Barrett and AK-50. I guess the Pausa.
Did we watch that video? I don't think I've seen that one. We may do a double react tonight, even though I'm mostly done with my food. Because I want to see if he did that video, because I don't think I've seen that.
Pausa also holds 5. Barrett and AK-50 stay winning. We have a through safety here, so just a little cross bolt safety. It's like an old shotgun or something like that. Trigger is long and squishy, not horrible. I do want to point out something that is kind of neat. I've had my gripes about the gun. I have a lot of gripes about the gun. I basically exclusively have gripes about this gun. One thing I do think is kind of neat, just because I like it when people do things differently. The hammer is here on the side in the receiver, which is kind of fucking neat. So if you pull the trigger, you can see this engage the firing pin, which is just wild. Why did they decide to do it this way?
Space.
I have no idea, but it's different. It's got another really cool feature if you come over this way. The disassembly.
Oh,
like
I
if you're
could tell you
trying to take the
exactly why they
spring out,
decided to do that.
the spring is right here in the rear next to this big, cool, open hole.
We had stopped in the perfect place anyways. Mouse, wake up. Thank you. Your options are hammer straight up and down. The magazine is here in the way. Firing pin, or striker system, as part of the back, which will make this longer in order to have room for it. Or you adjust where everything lines up, but then you lose the compactness still. Or you put the hammer someplace, at some odd angle sticking out. Now, if you want to keep things slim and in line, you could the place I'm sure a lot of people would probably think is the natural thing would be to just do straight up and down above it, so that it's basically just a mirror of what you normally get with a hammer. But I could tell you, between my own tinkering and just understanding how firearm linkages works, the farther you get away from the trigger, the worse the trigger gets. Sticking it here is about as close as you're going to get the hammer to the trigger, which is all the way up here. I'm pointing to the wrong place. So they put the hammer here. I could just, again, I don't need to know anything about this rifle. I just look at the design and say they put the hammer here to get it as close as they physically can to the trigger to make it as not horrible as they can get away with. And he himself said that it's long and squishy, which is kind of normal for a lot of 50 cals. But so it's not actually that bad. Well, it's not bad because it has that weird off to the side hammer.
Spring out. The spring is right here in the rear next to this big, cool, open hole, which when you're shooting it is like directly into your fucking jugular or your carotid artery, which is really neat because if for some reason this is in the disassembly slot when you fire the gun, that under recoil, I don't think would feel very good. Is that an actual design problem? I don't know. I don't know if it's ever actually been an issue, but doesn't instill confidence.
No,
Don't
it
think
doesn't.
That's something that would be
That's
recommended to you if you
horrific.
got your
Holy
start in
smokes.
gunsmithing weapons technology at sdi.edu. Use the links in the description and the pinned comment. Step 1, aim recoil assembly at neck. Step 2, pull trigger. Step 3, enjoy. Pay attention to how much it just pulls you off fucking target.
Jesus Christ.
Take one more? Yeah, go for it.
Oh, that really clears out the fucking sinuses, dude.
This thing actually scares me, man.
Right? It's the one gun, it's the first gun I've shot in a long time that kind of swigged me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that.
All right, let's get it over with. Oof. Yeah, no, I don't want to shoot anymore.
It's not terrible.
Glowing review.
It's not the worst.
Name something worse.
I don't know if I can.
It doesn't hurt, it just feels gross.
I think it's
You're going to let you play with the 50 cal. Yay! It's the Lynx. That's the only one we have. I think I'm going to just go play with those sticks of dynamite instead.
resounding 2 thumbs exactly where they are. All right, well, it's probably been pretty heavily implied at this point, but I'm not very happy with this rifle. Mostly because I think the fan club is irritating. A lot of people love it. They've never had any hands-on experience with it. This fucker's been in Call of Duty, Battlefield 2042, Far Cry, a handful of other stuff. So it's like a big gamer gun, I guess. But in reality, in the real world, despite having been out for 3.5 decades, it's been used by Hungary, India. Let's get into why I think that is.
Hungary just likes to use their own stuff, no matter how bad it is, because they get to say they use their own stuff, which is technically not the worst strategy when it comes to military equipment. India just uses anything and everything that they can buy off of people. So that's not a glowing review.
For one, India. Let's get into why I think that is. For one, the long recoil, definitely interesting. Sounds good, doesn't work. I don't know, it's just really violent. It's just a violently recoiling gun. Reliability has always been an issue for these things. I mean, for fuck's sake, not just in our video, where the first magazine straight out of the box just doesn't fucking feed whatsoever. But even in the Lynx's own promotional video, they have a ton of malfunctions. Their editor kept them in the video. You're attempting to sell the product and you're showing that it's jamming in the promo video.
Wild.
And if you don't believe me, that's fine. Jamie, pull that shit up.
I was gonna look it up if you didn't.
Let's compare apples to apples. So this is a bullpup semi-automatic 50 BMG rifle with recoil operation. This is the Barrett M82A2 prototype. This is a recoil-operated semi-automatic 50 BMG rifle. Bullpups. Did a video on this a while back. I think there's only like 12 of these in existence. It was a prototype that was made by Barrett in the 90s. The military ordered a few of these to test out because they wanted a shoulder-fired Barrett that was easy to use and you could use to take out shit like helicopters. Now, compared to the GM6 Lynx, the only stat that this wins at is that it is slightly lighter. The Barrett M82A2 is more reliable, has double the magazine capacity, and is way softer to shoot. The only stat that this thing actually beats the Barrett M82A2 at is its lighter weight, which doesn't
it's
actually
also
fucking
physically
matter
shorter.
because when you're picking it up and shouldering it, this is actually way easier to use because a lot of the weight's going on top of your shoulder. It's actually like behind the shooter. This is very easy to aim and manipulate. Like this is actually like comfortable to shoot standing. The Lynx, however, because all of the weight is in front of you, I mean, like, it's not horrible, but it's way less comfortable. So even though it's lighter weight, if you're trying to shoot it from the shoulder, the M82A2 still wins. And if you're not planning on shooting it from the shoulder, why in the fuck would you ever choose it over a regular Barrett? I mean, fuck, in the promo video, they're doing like CQB shit with it. Despite this thing beating the Lynx at basically every stat, when the US military looked at potentially adopting it, they tried it out and they said, I'm paraphrasing here, nope, shit's gay, sorry we asked. It's okay, baby, I still love you. But yeah, if you're wondering why the Lynx didn't see a whole lot of widespread adoption, one can intuit, based on the response from the military about a, in my opinion, much better weapon, you can kind of figure how they probably would feel about the Lynx. So violent to shoot, several aspects of the design sketch me out. It's $14,000 fucking dollars. It does nothing in particular that's better than anything else out on the market and does several things markedly worse. Overall, 4 out of 10. I'm keeping it. Even that seems inconsistent. Whatever. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is the GM6 Lynx. This is one of the guns that I own. It is one of the anti-material rifles ever made, and I don't think I will ever be shooting it again. I don't mean to come off as a dick, although I'm pretty sure after this video I will have a warrant for my arrest in Hungary. This gun costs like a quarter of what the average American salary is for a year. If I'm paying that much fucking money, I expect something to work at least as well as its competitors, preferably better. But there's just nothing about this gun that just stands out as good. At best, it's acceptable, and at worst, it probably needed a little bit more milk in the prototype phase. I genuinely cannot tell if its mother had too much Tylenol while pregnant or maybe not enough. I do know though, it was a 50 caliber anti-material rifle that was not in my collection and I had to change that. Sorry for bumping the mic. Anyhow, I at least hope that you had a fantastic time watching this video. We got it done. Anyhow, guys, we got a bunch of other cool weapons that we're looking at rolling out for the channel sometime soon. We appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. Be sure to make sure that you are still subscribed, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thanks.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon. Like Rasputin's rise to the top. Like you can stop, 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 can stop.
Barrett and AK-50 stay with me.
just keeps dropping everything.
Hi, blooper reel. I don't know. Despite this thing beating the Lynx at pretty much every stat, when the military looked into adopting the M80, fuck, I fucked up. But you know what? Let's compare apples to apples. So this is a, fuck, excuse me. I'm dying.
Okay. Yeah, that is a wild failure of a rifle. I am glad that he showed some of the promotional stuff because I was going to go look it up if we didn't. There we go. The 50 cal you've probably never heard of. That was really fast, but there we go. Yeah, we're watching this because I don't think I've seen this one. But I don't think I have much else to add. I kind of added what I had to say during the Lynx video. It is... I can see where the design could be made functional. Keeping what the Lynx is the Lynx. But... it's very, very clear that they did a poor job with their execution of the design. And one of the big things I would do, we're going to do this a little bit. One of the big things I would do with the Lynx is I would not do that Soviet style too large roundel out the side muzzle brake. I would do a tri-muzzle brake with something closer to the anti-aircraft's muzzle brake with the double chevron on the sides, but I would include 1 or 2 ports on top in order to help manage some of that upward recoil. That's the first thing I can think of. I think a good chunk of it, though, is just better tolerances and machine work in the design that's there. Certainly have to do something about some of those springs. So those are just some thoughts for modifications. In the 0.001% chance Brandon sees this and decides to take advice from a random nobody, since he is a gunsmith and has the facilities to modify it. Anyways, on to the 50 cal I've not heard of. He says it's from RoboCop. I need to rewatch RoboCop because I remember very little. So, off we go.
When you think of
Okay, it's already...
semi-automatic 50 cals, you might think of something like the Barrett, the Serbu BFG 50A, maybe the GM6 Lynx, or even maybe something made by yours truly.
Now finished.
But there's one semi-auto 50 that often goes overlooked despite having an impact on pop culture. You've probably never even fucking heard of it. I'm talking, of course, about the Pauza P50. And today, we've got one.
Yeah, I haven't seen RoboCop since I was a kid, so I do not remember a lot. Yes, gun. Oh yeah,
so
that's
of course,
a very
in a
80s
range
muscle
video,
brake.
we are going to be shooting this bad boy, and we're going to be talking about
Or
what makes
muscle
it tick,
device.
get up all in them nerdy guts, and tell you exactly what the hell is it about the P50 that is cool. But first, where would you know this gun from? If it doesn't look familiar, let me jog your memory a little bit.
Oh, wait a minute!
That's right, the Pauza P50's Hollywood debut was as the anti-material rifle from RoboCop, specifically RoboCop 2. It's a super rare piece, and I'm really excited to talk to you guys about it. However, we haven't shot it yet. And by that I mean, I haven't even shot it yet. This gun could just explode. So I'm not thrilled about that, but
Hi, Scott.
I do know there's only one way to find out. Together. So I bought this piece from Rock Island Auction. Awesome company, I'm absolutely addicted. They sell a lot of exotic historic shit, and when you're buying exotic historic shit like this, you buy it in the condition that
I don't even go onto their website because I know I don't have the money. I would love to sometime though.
it is in, which sometimes is a little hard to determine. I don't know if this gun is functional, it should be. I don't know if this gun is going to be safe to fire. There's only one way to know. But we did some basic safety checks beforehand. We checked the headspace. She doesn't swallow a field gauge. We should be good to go in that department. So the only real way to find out if she runs is pull this trigger. Well, she chambers. 3, 2,
Reliably.
1.
Well, we don't know if it's reliably yet, but better than the Lynx did.
Nice. Well, she fired.
If this isn't Fortnite, I will be
short-stroked a
impressed.
bit. Oh no, the magazine nosedived. Let me try the other magazine, just in case. The boys warned me about that. One of these magazines likes to nosedive. Nosediving is when the rounds kind of cant downward like that, and when it tries to feed it, it smacks into the front of the magazine or into the feed lip, and not up ramping into the chamber like it's supposed to. So we got our second magazine here. Give that another go. There we go. Second round ever with the Pausa. New magazine. 3, 2, 1. There we go. There we go. Still have a little bit of a magazine problem. If you want to come over here, check this out. So the front of the round is hitting just below the feed ramp. There we go. So I pull that back a little bit more and it chambers. So yeah, it is what it is.
They're what, 40-year-old magazine springs? I hate to say it, but magazine springs do go bad. As opposed to the Lynxes, which were brand new.
An old gun. Also, you know I was not coming all the way out here with a fucking RoboCop gun and not firing it from the hip.
That's actually really smooth
This
for a
is so
50 cal.
fucking dumb.
That's almost as good as an AK-50, which is like the smoothest hip fire 50 cal I've seen.
Oh, I pinched the shit out of my shirt. Holy fuck. Note to self, dust cover does not like clothing. That's cool. So this is the Pausa P50. It was invented by Robert Pausa during the late 80s and was built between 1991 and 1997. There's no real number on how many of these were built. The two numbers floating around the internet are 36 and 86. Either way, less than 100 of these things were ever made, let alone exist. But judging by the serial number here with 023, this is probably the 23rd one to ever roll off the line. This would of course make the Pausa P50 the second most rare 50 cal in my collection, next to the Barrett M82A2, of which only 20 were ever made. So let's go over typical manual of arms. We have of course our pistol grip here, which is just, you know, a beefed up AR-15 pistol grip. Our trigger, that's pretty self-explanatory. Our safety is a cross safety here. So you got a little button that is here on both sides. We have a somewhat ambidextrous bolt handle here. You can just take this off and I think reattach it on the other side. And our last round bolt hold open on this magazine. The other one, it does not work and we don't know why. On top of that, literally, we have a scope rail that is kind of a somewhat older design and I don't own anything that fits it. So we're just kind of winging it with the caveman EO tech this video. Now for our magazine. Drop that real quick. Here we go. We have
it's that
5
kind of
round
magazine bolt
single
hold
stack
open.
magazine, which is why the magazine is so thin compared to, say, the Barrett. Now, if this thing was designed partially to be a Barrett competitor, you might ask why they went with a single stack 5-round magazine when the Barrett has a double stack 10-round magazine. Great question. Moving on. Another cool feature is this kind of free-floated bipod. Now, you might be wondering, how is the bipod free-floated if it's clearly attached to the gas block? Well, it's only kind of attached. If you see, you put any pressure on this at all, and it flexes.
Wow.
Because it's riding in a track there. It's not actually contacting the edges of the gas block typically. So
That's
you
different.
can flex this without putting pressure on the barrel, which would throw off your barrel harmonics, which would affect your shooting, or your accuracy rather. Science, bitch! And up front here we have our muzzle device, which is omnidirectional and likes to get a little loosey-goosey. Now to give you a little bit of a demonstration of the muzzle energy we're talking about out of 50 BMG here, got a good old-fashioned gallon of milk out there to kind of give you a nice visual of the energy transfer of a 50 cal. And because I might be the only person in history who's done this and recorded it, I'm gonna fire this one from the shoulder, just for shits and gigs. Blasting at jugs in 3, 2, 1. Holy fuck. The fucking steel target dripping from the milk. So what's cool about this isn't necessarily the fact that we've absolutely demolished, just disrespected this milk jug. It's the fact that we burrowed a fucking hole into the earth behind it. Great success. It's also worth pointing out this gun was designed and manufactured here in Texas, so I am happy to play a part in relocating it back to its home state. Again, thanks to Rock Island Auction. So how does this motherfucker work? So as you might see here, we've obviously got a gas system, but it is not a long stroke gas piston.
I saw
like
that piston.
or specifically, I guess, the AK-50. What we have here is a short stroke gas system. So if you want to come in here, Delance, please, you'll see right there, we have our piston. So that little thing is pushed out. It's a piston that goes the entire length of this gas tube here that when the gun fires, it pushes gas out through this gas block over here, which pushes the piston back, which opens the bolt carrier, unlocking the bolt. Whereas the AK bolt carrier group is a long stroke gas piston where it's all attached, the piston is attached to the bolt carrier and feeds directly into the gas block here. It's also rotating bolt, just like, so the AK is like that, the AK-50 is like that, etc. On the Pausa, we have something different. So of course we talked about our short stroke gas system, but the lockup is not a rotating bolt. It is instead tilting bolt. When the bolt carrier comes back, you can see the bolt lift up and out of a groove. And when I put it back forward, it
is
tilts back down, hence tilting bolt. That's because the locking lugs are back here. You can actually kind of see that while the gun is actually cycling. Now you might be thinking that exact operating system sounds really familiar. That's because it is. This is essentially just a big ass SKS, or an SKS-50, if you will. The operating system is super similar. Okay, so on a typical SKS, I don't actually have an SKS here, but I do have what the SKS is based on. Another Simonov rifle, the PTRS-41. We'll show that off in its own video at some point. We'll get to it. Yes, I have one now. Another Rock Island purchase, I might add. I have a problem.
Yes,
Here we
he
again
does.
have our
Look
gas
at the
block
rack
up here with
behind
our
him.
short stroke gas piston that feeds back to our bolt carrier, and we have our tilting bolt. As you can see, our lockup surface there in the rear from that tilting bolt, and without giving myself PTRS thumb, it's the same picture. It's just, this is literally just a big SKS. Believe it or not, this came first. The SKS is based on the PTRS-41. And then, I don't know, fucking 50 years later, Robert Pausa comes along and makes the P50. Essentially scaling down the PTRS-41, but more likely scaling up the SKS. It's kind of always cool to see new examples of how there's not really a whole lot that's new under the sun. A lot of tried and true proven designs just altered a little bit for different purposes. And that's really what the Pausa is, which makes it really neat. And if you dig gun design shit like that, I would definitely recommend checking out SDI, who is one of the sponsors who allowed us to pay for this. If you're looking to get your start in gunsmithing and you're really not sure how, I would definitely recommend looking at SDI. Just like I'm sure you appreciate some of the knowledge we're dropping on you right now, we appreciate them being a sponsor of the channel. ADD break. This is normally where we do our White Claw penetration test, but since there's absolutely no doubt that 50 BMG will just completely ravage a single White Claw can, instead today we're gonna be ravishing the box.
Is it possible to learn this power?
Usually there's no laws when you're drinking claws, but I think RoboCop disagrees.
This is before the cease and desist.
Just on the pressure alone, I don't think we had a single fucking survivor. Like, I don't see a single intact can, but I see lots of ripped up, just top halves, everything that demolished them all. And it didn't even come close to stopping the 50. So you move this out of the way, and you see that bullet just kept on going. That hardly even slowed it down. As your parents would say about you digging holes in the backyard, that motherfucker is halfway to China by now. Okay, maybe your parents didn't say motherfucker, but mine did. So disassembly. This gun's kind of a pain in the ass.
I don't think it was like a full, properly, legally signed cease and desist, but he has received multiple requests to stop from White Claw.
And it doesn't want to exist. So that's why we've got this. Our patented Pausa P50 assembly disassembly tool. We'll get into that in a minute. It's a pain in the ass, and it doesn't want to be fucker, but mine did. So disassembly. This gun's kind of a pain in the ass, and it doesn't want to exist. So that's why we've got this. Our patented Pausa P50 assembly disassembly tool. We'll get into that in a minute. First step, we got to remove this. So just a little push pin here, but this slides to the rear. There we go. And up and out. So this is your optic rail, and so now we've got it's actually kind of a slick looking gun. When you take that off, you really start to see the resemblance to the SKS and the PTRS 41. Now for the fun part. So this slides forward, and this is where we need the help of our disassembly tool. Slide this forward, and this recoil spring fits into that hole right there. Push this forward. So now I can remove the dust cover here. Make sure the spring isn't about to shoot out the rear. There we go, perfect. So now I'm just gonna let this go to the rear, because normally you push all of this forward, there's a little slot that rides in, and if you don't have this little tool here, as soon as you take this off, this spring shoots violently to the rear and will either go through your fucking wall or it will smack the rear of the gun, potentially bending its own, recoil spring assembly. Great design. Not really.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate.
And there we go. Perfect. Too easy. I love proper weapon design. Okay. So now, again, we've got our big ass recoil spring.
Not used to thinking of people being out of breath disassembling a firearm, are you?
Spring here, our dust cover, and now we have the meat of the gun. So take our magazine out here, and we have our bolt and bolt carrier. So here you can see you've got a dual plunger style ejector, got your extractor here. This is where you can really see that falling bolt or that tilting bolt action we were talking about. So what happens here is when the bolt and carrier are going through the receiver, at a certain point, there's a little cutaway here, and this is our big locking lug here. It's just a monolithic, just a big ass fucking locking lug that also meets up with the bolt here. So when this is allowed to drop down, those two pieces interface, and what happens is it locks the gun in battery like this. So this gun, or this bolt, is not fucking moving at all once it's in lockup. That is, until the round is fired, gas goes through this gas block, hits our short stroke gas piston, which smacks the front of our bolt carrier, pushing this rearward. And when that happens, so our bolt is tilted down like this in lockup, the bolt carrier starts moving rearward, which scoops up the bolt and pulls it out of that little rut, which allows this to travel rearward again, eject the spent round, travel back forward under the pressure of the recoil spring, pick up a new live round, and reset the hammer so you are ready to fire again, hypothetically. Also, one thing we did notice, because of course we finger fucked this thing as soon as we got it, just to take it apart, see how it ticked. The gas block here you can actually remove. I'm not a huge fan of this feature, but it's just threaded on kind of. So we removed that, and the gas port size for the Pausa P50 is literally identical to the gas port size we put on the AK-50 V2. We found that out, we were super fucking stoked, because we were just fucking guessing. It was kind of a guess and check thing, like see where we're, what's properly gassed. It's the exact fucking same as the P50. That was a little small win for us. It's just kind of cool.
Well, we know it definitely works.
So now for reassembly, put this little sucker in, catch the rail. There we go. Perfect. And this is where it gets sketch again. So we're going to use
just look
our
like an angular
reassembly tool.
SKS bolt, the more I look
This
at
gun
it.
is just angry, and from what I'm seeing, really just doesn't want to exist, frankly. Get in there, fucker. Okay, fuck yeah. They never had time to really refine this gun. So we gotta grab our dust cover. This is so fucking sketch, dude. Here we go. Pushing this forward and up a little. It's got to go in this groove in the fucking dust cover. Because of course it does. God. I love weapons so much. Oh, fuck. There you go, you little fucker. There we go. Fucking hell. Okay, so now we got the easy part out of the way. Now we just reattach our scope rail here so it goes in this groove. Gonna smack that down.
Brandon will never do that
Push
again.
this back forward, and your pin locks that into place, which also makes it impossible for that dust cover to slide too far forward, so the gun will disassemble itself. So that's pretty cool. And it's also just enough clearance that during firing, it can pinch the shit out of your nice shirt that you only wore 2 or 3 times that you really like, but now you can't wear anymore. Thanks, Robert. So while the Pausa P50 may be pretty rare and not all that well known, it is an interesting answer to the problem of making a semi-auto 50. It's a very unique way of going about it, and it is a unique part of firearm history, and a bit of a movie star in its own right. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning about it today, and if you like this kind of stuff, be sure to subscribe. I appreciate you guys staying to the end of the video, and as always, I'll see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. It's eating my shirt again. Oh, hi. I like to slap my guns around just, in case they think I like them. Same with my whip. All right, fuck me. So what happens here is as the gun is going through the receiver,
Drops it.
fuck. I'm not a big fan of like screws and shit, but like the way that they did that actually makes a lot of sense. I like that. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. That was fun. Alrighty. So yeah, that is a 3-year-old Brandon Herrera video that even though I've been watching him like since 2019, I think, something like that, I somehow missed that one. But all it took was seeing that clip of him firing it to be like, oh yeah! I've seen this before! I don't think I ever would have recognized it otherwise without that, though. I cannot stress how long it's been since I've seen any of the RoboCop movies. So, with that said, that is the 50 cal you've probably never heard of. I haven't. I believe it is time to move on to Hollow Knight. It's a good time, Rippy, since I know that's what you're here for. Alright, just gonna hit... I'm trying a different setup for the Twitch ad manager. I'm gonna hit the run while we are switching over and see how this... Okay. And for the first time, I actually remember to turn on the fan. And then the fan dies immediately. So never mind. Oh boy. Also, thank you for the band, Ruby. Alright, where are we
A
going?
swarm will follow the bearer and gather up any
Oh,
loose
we're
geo.
just going to the
Useful for those who
Queen's
can't
Gardens. Okay. Queen's Gardens, then probably the White Palace, honestly. Wait, nope, wrong one. If we make it to the White Palace, there's no way we're finishing it tonight. Chimney is a power-up? Oh right, and we have a boss fight here. Did you have something to say?
Before you rang the bell, I'd almost forgotten this station existed. It was
Oh!
not often used by the common bugs.
Thank you
Being a
for
well-guarded retreat
thank you for buying more
for
packs.
our late queen. Even as overgrown as they've become,
I guess Up to decided he
these
didn't have
gardens are
enough.
Still beautiful after all this time. I'm sure the queen would be happy to know that.
Well, I guess the first thing we're gonna do is see what this boss battle's like. The Dream Warrior.
Contain.
I'm running into notch issues. I guess we'll take the speed one. How did I...
Shall we wait together, stranger? Shall we play together?
Gonna need a little more soul. Any more easy soul I can swipe quick? I would not consider you easy soul. Though I guess my regenerating health points do make you easier. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Golden nugget of the... A charm.
Okay, so I lost my regenerating health, but he hits too fast to do that. I'm not gonna worry about you. Ah! I was about to heal! I don't know why I keep doing that. Why are you over here? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Wait. I'm gonna have an idea. Never mind. All that did was start me on less HP.
Whispers its location to the bearer whenever a map is open, allowing wanderers to pinpoint their current location. Born from him.
Just like, no, I'm not going to heal. I'm just going to try to do damage. Yeah, Rippy, I think you missed the part where I wasn't allowed to do any damage.
Said to contain
It's usually gone by the time that would fire off. Let's get the extra soul. Wait a minute.
born.
Did that to get a little extra soul. Ah! It didn't work, but it sure did better. I think I got another idea. Okay. I was taking so many hits that all I really needed to do was keep up the attrition. Ha! All I needed to do was as much DPS as possible while tanking the hits.
Oh, stranger, you're strong, much stronger than me. I've been waiting a long time, stranger. I've been fighting stranger. I'm very, very tired. The queen will be here soon, and I just need to sleep a little. Wake me when the queen arrives, stranger. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Alright, I think that's also enough for the nail thing, so we're gonna do that. It's a little sad, but it's touching. You know what? Let's rock Speedy Heavy Hitter for a bit. Also just thought of something. Which means we're getting distracted and going other places again.
Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the Dream Nail. The Dream Nail now holds 900 essence within its core. Are you surprised that this old kingdom has so many hidden dreams? Yes, you're starting to see them. The connections between us and the dreams we leave behind. Like prints in the dust. The time has come for you to learn how to revisit the places connected to you. Hold the Dream Nail tight, Wielder, and imagine a great gate opening before you.
Hold down while using the Dream Nail to set a Dream Gate. Hold up while using the Dream Nail to travel to the Dream Gate. Teleport!
The Dream Nail is glowing so brightly. Keep it up. Return to me once you have collected 1,200 essence. This kingdom is full of old memories, both beautiful and grotesque. Seek them out, reveal them, and gather essence.
Alright, so... thinking about the spells... I had a memory of something.
Defends the hive against intruders with its extendable sting.
This is gonna say the Dream Gate takes 1 essence, so use it wisely, but it makes runbacks a non-issue. Good enough. Come on. I don't think that's where I'm going anyways. I hope I'm right about this. Consume the Abyss Shriek! Tap B while holding up to unleash the shriek. Spells will deplete soul, replenish soul by striking enemies. Better power! You did ask how to get into that door with the lifeblood floors all over it. Come with 15 blue masks. Yes, this is a touch tricky. Wait. I think I know how to do that. Get that many lifeblood masks, but also tricky. Get them without taking... Okay, yeah, the damage is the issue. But I might have an idea. Though, I might also be thinking about it wrong.
Increases.
Nope.
Whispers its location to the bearer whenever a map.
I thought that gave me more.
Te juro.
Well, you said the long tall chimney also features something, so I guess we're gonna do that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I hate you guys! I was hoping that would kill more of them. It's probably this thing that I can't get to. I got the grub up here. Would love to be able to get over there. Oh, I bet you have to get there from over there. Okay, we're just gonna be doing this then. Realize that a good chunk of the fun is the constant watching someone get hit, but seriously, Hive Blood saves so much time. Because I just sit and wait for that to regen instead of whittle down all my health, run back to the bench, whittle down all my health, run back to the bench. You're kidding me. Ah! I'm gonna see what's over this way. There's a lot of thorns this way. Okay. Oh, okay, sure. I went the wrong way, good to know. You're kidding me. I haven't sat in a bench since up there?
Tiema Valava.
It's easy to go right, but I'm wondering if I should actually make use of that teleporter while I'm here. Just set something. I didn't even move! Oh my. I'm setting the teleporter. I'm setting the teleporter. What? What was it? B up to set? Nope. Okay, thank you. All right. Maybe I should change it to over here. I I'm gonna change it to over here. Okay. And he does 2 hit points of damage. Goody. You're kidding me. Well, right, he's slower whenever he's doing that. Come on, just give me the heal. Heal! Heal! Okay, we don't need that. I mean, we could just do that, the heavy hitter combo. Come on, I teleport dodged.
charm contain.
Yeah, you can see the Mantis Harrier's attacks, but he is heretic for his rebellion against both custom and honor. That weakness that left him susceptible. Let's go with tried and true. Admittedly, I could just go back to the drone build again. I dodged through you! Excuse you?
Whispers its location.
You know what? Kidding, right? I'm gonna have to deal with just having them trapped. Oh my gosh. Thank you for not just doing free damage to me this time. Ah! I did almost get him that time. I think. I certainly did the most damage. True, I do like that they keep attacking. I keep hoping that one of these times it's like I'll die, but I'll still get the win because he died before it finished. Why are they always timed that way? But it's like no matter where I am, when he starts to launch it, it's always timed to hit me where I stop. So he lets it off, I move and try to heal, and then I still take damage. Oh my gosh! Oh! There we are. Just here with my whole party.
So you can access a mind. Then the seals shall break before its blade. So. Oh, one arrives. Far it walks to find me. Did it seek my aid? Or did the path carry it by chance to so pertinent a place? It is true that you were awaited. No, perhaps that is inaccurate. True, one like you was awaited. I have a gift, held long for one of your kind, half of a whole. When united, great power is granted, and on the path ahead, great power it will need. That creature beside. It would be naive to claim it friend, though you two share a similarity. It is a distant link, one words would strain to convey. For it to cling to you now, you've been consumed in the ritual of that scarlet clan. In what poor moment they descend upon our ruin. Aid their propagation, if you so choose, but do not renege on the larger task this kingdom implores. It faced the gendered child. She's a fierce foe, strong in mind and body, striking reflection of her mother, though the two were permitted little time together. I never begrudged the worm's dalliance as bargain. In fact, I feel some affection for the creature birthed. If your paths were ever to align, I imagine you might gain yourself a powerful ally. Within my roots, the weakening of the vessel I plainly feel. Only two obvious outcomes there are from such a thing. The first is inevitable on current course. Regression, all minds relinquished to that pernicious plague. The second I find preferable, and would seek your aid in its occurrence. Replacement. I implore you, usurp the vessel. Its supposed strength was ill-judged. It was tarnished by an idea instilled. But you are free of such blemishes. You could contain that thing inside. I'll offer fair warning. The vessel may itself be weak, but it is much empowered by that force within. To claim its role requires strength of some magnitude. Prepare yourself well before attempting the task. Prepare well, but don't dally. Were the vessel to break prematurely, that plague would unleash, with rage and power built of ages chained. Prepare well.
I will admit having 8 little critters wandering around while that was happening ruined a little bit of the effect. Oh! Oh, never mind. That's the teleport, not not where I am. Well, I know where I need to go next, though I really am not looking forward to it. Nope, that's gonna kill me. No.
Feeling tired? Plus side.
Really? Hello again. How have you been faring? Have you come to me because of your regrets? Let me peer into you. Yes, I can see the regrets you've left behind. A black stain hidden away in the darkness below us. I can return your regrets to you if you share your delicious food with me. I will enjoy this morsel tremendously. Now, as promised, we will begin the ritual. Really? You seem to have made peace with your regrets in a most novel and, dare I say, brutal fashion. What a joy to behold. Farewell for now. I will think of you as I savor my meal. Oh!
Freely.
I know what's coming. Actually, no, before we do that, let's go check in the grubs. I think I got more. Not that I'm in any position to use the cash, unless we're going to do like 9 rounds in the Coliseum. Oh, wait a minute. I did that on instinct. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Official seal
2000.
of the Kingdom of Hallonest. A journal.
I think
left by a
700.
long-dead traveler. The words are written in a mysterious stone egg from before the birth of Hallonest. Relic from
3,500.
a light.
That's 6,500. That's only 6 rounds, I think, in the Coliseum. Do we want to get the last charm first?
Protects the hive by hurling its body at intruders.
Like their smaller kin.
I've gotten okay at the...
Protect the hive at any cost to themselves. Somewhat clumsy, they'll often damage the structure of the hive when charging at intruders. Does this cause them shame? I do not know whether they have the capacity for such a thing.
So I think the fastest stag nest is still the King's Station. I've gotten decently quick at the Coliseum, not using the drone build. Go away. I'm gonna go to him first, sell all the stuff. To make sure I've got my math right. Oh!
Welcome, Mystery Knight. Why no mention beyond your fountain? Oh, what are you doing out here in this miserable downpour? Impressive fountain, isn't it? I'm sure we'd be able to appreciate it more if we weren't both getting drenched. That night up there was an important one. The plaque here mentions its sacrifice. which carries something of an ominous tone. Probably met some sort of horrible end, though it sounds like the knight's goal may have been achieved in the process. In all the relics I've collected, I've yet to find a clue as to what that was. I'll be getting back to my shop soon. If I stay out here too long, I'll get washed into the waterways. Come and visit if you like. If you have relics, I mean. I'm not much for chatter. I'll be getting back. Come and visit.
Yeah, I've got no idea. And he's immediately back here.
This short one's got an odd look about it, though vaguely familiar.
Velmi Ardred.
These journals give us an interesting glimpse. It's...
Okay, so that's 200, not 100.
These journals give us an... If danger...
Velmi Ardred.
These journals give us...
Velmi Ardred.
Which means even less arena time, I believe.
Velmi Ardred.
These journals give us... It's quite in...
Velmi Ardred.
These journals give us a Wanderer's Journal. It's quite incredible how many of these you've collected. You must have traveled the breadth of the kingdom to accrue such a haul.
Velmi Ardred.
These journals give us an interesting Wanderer's Journal. It's quite incredible.
Velmi Ardred.
These ornate seals were official symbols of the king and his knights, and were treasured by those who carried them. The king and his knights are long gone, but the seals still hold value as curiosities.
Yeah, these prices are
Pay a
higher than I
modest
thought they
price
were.
for them. The shop will be overflowing with these things soon. Huh. I'd never guessed so many would still be lying around. If they're as common as you make them seem, maybe
Don't
I've
you
been
dare!
offering too much for them.
Velmi Ardred.
These ornate seals were another Hallownest seal. Pass it over then.
Velmi Ardred.
These ornate seals were a Hallowne. You're a talented collector, all right. The best I've met. If you keep at it, I worry I'll run out of space in the shop.
Velmi Ardred.
Ah, this... an arcane egg, eh? Now this is an ancient thing. These relics are the prize of my profession. There's knowledge hidden within, though it's very difficult, painstaking work to extract. One large understanding can be gleaned, though. This civilization may claim itself the first, but something else did exist within this place before Hallownest. Each egg offers a narrow glimpse into that forgotten age.
Velmi Ardred.
These ornate seals were a Hallownest seal. You're a talented...
Velmi Ardred.
These ornate seals were You're a talented...
Velmi Ardred.
These ornate seals... You're a talented...
Velmi Ardred.
These ornate seals were... You're a talented...
Velmi Ardred.
These ornate seals... You're a talent...
Velmi Ardred.
These ornate seals were... You're a talent...
Velmi Ardred.
These ornate seals were... You're a talent...
So,
Looks like you don't have any relics on you. If you manage to find any in good condition, bring them to me, and I'll give you a fair amount of geo for them.
yep, and it would appear as though I do not need to spend near as much time as I thought in the Colosseum. So I'm gonna leave you with the very beautiful statue music. Take a short break, come back, do 2 rounds in the Colosseum, because that's all we need. And then we will come back, get the last unbreakable gem, and then I will die inside as we do the Path of Pain. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. I am back. Lately, I have been trying to not have caffeine during the second half of my streams. I'm gonna do it this time because I am tired. And I'm not looking forward to what's coming up. Not the Colosseum. Colosseum's fine. My problem is, the palace. Right side, it isn't the flower. Yeah, it's not the flower quest.
And also,
Wait, no, didn't mean to do that. Need to shut down the, I'm glad they made it a straight shot.
Born from imperfect, discarded nails that have fused together. A
Wait a minute, I think I just remembered something. Free soul recharge! That isn't what I thought I remembered, though. No! Stop it! Nope, we're doing the Colosseum and getting stuff done. We'll explore that later.
placed your mark, and the Great Gate has opened. Go on, step into the Colosseum and cut your way to victory.
Ha! Now for these guys that I really, really hate. That's why. Maybe I'll do a spell build for the second run. Okay. Alright, that's one. Okay, not doing so great here. Really? Buzz off! Ah. All right. Just completely lost my train of thought of the build I was gonna do. That's not what I was originally thinking, but we'll do it for now. Okay, I did grab the map one. Hello, Elderbug. Oh. Do we then want to do the quest? Probably. We should probably finish this quest while we're doing this. I don't know why I think you'll ever say anything else.
I can smell it. Another gift made for me.
Didn't mean to do that.
Such a little beauty. Such a smell. Such a smell. Oh. So good. So tasty. A perfect thing just for me. Again? You're so greedy for gifts. Poor little lovely. Give me your Geo, and I will give you your gift.
And I'm poor again.
Such beautiful, special gifts. So lovely. I'm ready now. Very ready. My smell. You'll carry it with you then. Oh!
Increases health. Cowardly husk. Its body
What's the
colonized
fastest way
by
to get to
hivelings.
this guy?
Did the hivelings build their nest around this sorry bug? Or did the bug squeeze its body into their nest? Either way, they seem happy enough together.
Oh, wait. Yeah, the City of Tears path is probably the fastest. I opened that, right? No? No.
Shards of an ancient mask, worn to protect oneself from harm. Collect one more to strengthen your shell and protect yourself from damage.
I could have sworn. Well, let's see. Probably the Forgotten Crossroads. It's either that or the Queen Station, and I think it's the Forgotten Crossroads. Oh! It is not the Forgotten Crossroads. Queen Station it is. Okay. Okay. Actually, wait. Is it faster to just go straight up and not use a rail line? No one likes you. Go away. also...
A fossilized gome, wedged into the rock.
Yeah. Not a lot of money, but it was indeed money. True, it is also a journal. Go away. Oh my gosh, I haven't been through here in so long. Oh my gosh, I hate you! Ah! What way am I going?
One final gift. I liked it very much. Very, very good. So good. Now I can follow Master. That's enough! Enough! I'm feeling very happy now. Now I can follow Master. That's it.
Yep, he's dead.
Strengthens the barrel.
A corpse in white armor.
Wait, do I not have enough yet? After all that mental preparation. Wait a minute.
Frag.
I might also need the dream thing.
Defensive charm. Once.
Nope.
Fragment.
Okay, can't equip that one yet. Well, I know one place to go. All right.
Freely.
Go.
A charm contain.
Okay, that's not a plan that's gonna work. Well, he's gonna be the same difficulty no matter what, isn't he? Does he not fight as hard if you... No? It is not a dream fight. Oh, I'm really not sure who to fight where, because the only one that I know where he is Soul Tyrant, and I'm not fighting Soul Tyrant. Where's the false knight? Because he's not where he was. Is he? I thought his body disappeared. Stop landing where I am! That's right, I haven't been up here since I can do this. I think. No? Thank you for the heads up.
All of you!
This is gonna be one of those fights. Got ya.
I'm braver than all of you! I'm braver than all of you!
I don't think my strategy's working, but I am tired.
I'm braver than all of you! I'm braver than all of you!
I don't think my plan's gonna work. And honestly, since it is half an hour past our regular end time anyways, because I'm still, you know, I'm still on the other schedule, I think I'm probably gonna call it here. We will resume fighting him next time. I thank you all for watching. Hope you all have enjoyed the stream. Hope you all have a good week. Stay safe. And I'll see you on Friday. Have a good one.